of obscene. Television, telephone, what do you say? Just the kind of news to save the day. On my way to your world. Anyway, in your world. Television, turn that down. Television, dying style. On my way to your world. Anyway, in your world. Television, turn that down. Television, dying style. I know a girl with a mind of her own. Two kinds of money and two types of love. I know a girl with love in her eye. Just the kind of love to make me cry. On my way to your world. Anyway, in your world. Television, turn that down. Television, dying style. Television, turning on. Television, going wrong.
Alright, welcome to Badass Bands Vlog live from Repro Studios. Today we're here with the Space Race. So guys, if you'll introduce yourself, say your name, what you do in the band to start us off.
My name is Vellky. I am the singer and guitarist of the Space Race.
I am David Ray, bass, a little bit of vocals as well.
Oh, I'm Alec Leiva, and I just play the drums.
Nice, nice. So I guess we're going to start out. When and why did you start playing music?
Wow. So kind of goes a little further back, but when I was a kid, my parents introduced me to some of the classic greats. Became a fan of the Beatles, Jimi Hendrix, when I was young. Started playing guitar when I was around 13, and Jimi Hendrix was like my favorite as a kid growing up. I was like, wow, that guy's so cool, and he plays guitar so well. And so it was one of those, that's probably where the inspiration started to play music. And played guitar, pretty much just guitar by itself for quite some time, about maybe up until I was about 20, 21. And then I started actually writing songs. around then. So I would say from then until now, I've been actually writing music and been singing for about 4 years or so, and learned drums and bass and piano along the way. But yeah, so it's been about 15 years altogether, and that's kind of where it started.
Yeah, and then for me, I started back when I was about probably 10 playing the trumpet. I did classical and jazz trumpet for a long time, and then around 13, I picked up my dad's acoustic guitar. My dad taught me my first probably 3-4 chords, and then I just fell in love with music and then pretty much immediately got a bass guitar and then a drum set. My brother and I shared a drum set, and so I learned to play those kind of three all pretty much around the same time, and since then I picked up some mandolin and ukulele and other fun instruments, but mostly guitars, and then I got a lot of practice playing, just doing in the church bands that I grew up playing with, and all sorts of different stuff. Crazy, weird, varied background of playing music.
Yeah, likewise, I was brought up with good music, all classic rock bands like the Beatles and Zeppelin and Cream and all that. And yeah, so my dad's a bass player, my brother's a bass player, my uncle's a drummer, my cousin's a drummer and everything.
Wow.
It's all in the family,
Yeah.
so we don't play sports, we kind of just play music. So the rhythm section had to keep it going, so I just picked up the drums, and that's about all I do. So
Rad.
yeah.
And so how did all of you guys meet?
Well, we met over at PF Chang's. It's our current meal ticket at the moment. It's where we work, and that's where we found each other. And it was really crazy to meet each other and form a group at a place where we work with a bunch of people. Because I've played with a lot of people before, and that I never really worked with at a job. So it ended up being really cool being able to meet people at a job, and before we started playing with David and Alec, there was another formation of the group that was together, and then David ended up joining the group a few months down the line. Actually, I played in a hip-hop group with our friend Sean, and then Sean and I started playing, put another group together, and we played with a couple different bass players, and then asked David to join, and then David ended up playing. And then after a few months, Sean left the group, and we recruited Mr. Alec over here to come and play with us. And yeah, the rest is history.
some rain. And I swear I'm not insane, 'cause I was wrong. Yes, I was wrong. I am thirsty for some love, and I pray to you above, 'cause I was wrong. Yes, I was wrong. I am thirsty for some. I am thirsty for some rain.
We started playing with Alec in about October of last year, 2012. The group was originally formed in about February or March of last year. David joined the group in around July or August or so. So I'd say about a year, give or take a few months.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so why the name The Space Race?
The Space Race actually it came from well, when I was looking to find a name for the band, there was a few different thoughts that came in my head, and Favorite Dreams was the original name, and it was very last minute in a sense because it was name of a song, and I figured, oh well, maybe we'll just call it Favorite Dreams because it's the name of one of the main songs that we had, But Space Race was the way that it came into my head was literally from sleeping. I mean, I was asleep and I had a dream and I woke up and literally 10 minutes before I woke up, it was in my head. I wrote it down. I was like, I'm not going to forget this, and wanted to name the group that, but we had some reservations because we looked online. There was another band called the Space Race, and after some time, we found out, they're not really using that that name anymore. The band wasn't together, and we figured, all right, well, let's just call it the Space Race. I think it's a good name. It was kind of an inspired moment, so to speak, came from a dream. There wasn't really any thought put into it, so I felt like it was appropriate for it.
It's a cool name to have. I like it because it's with favorite dreams. Whenever I would say it to people in like a crowded, noisy bar, then I'd have to say it like 3 or 4 times. And then afterwards, I was like, yeah, they forgot it. But now with the Space Race, they can remember it because it's a thing that they know of, and with the historical significance to it and rhymes. So it's cool.
Yeah, it's real catchy. Just tell people it's from history. Just remember that. They're like, oh, all right.
It's easy to remember,
like
It's the favorite dreams is a little, almost too complicated in a way. But yeah, like you were saying, like it has that little bit of that history to it, and it also has a little bit of kind of a couple meanings. It has a historical context, the whole space race in the '60s, but also like it kind of has that whole thing, like without separation between us and other worlds or us and each other. It's like we are the space race, but it's not even just us, it's everybody in a way, you know what I mean? Kind of the universe, some kind of fabric of consciousness kind of thing. I thought about that, so kind of a little bit of both,
Cool. So a lot of times I ask fans if they had a slogan, what would it be? But you guys actually do have a slogan. Do you want to tell us what the slogan is?
Oh, the nicest boys in rock and roll.
It's true, they are.
We call ourselves the nicest boys in rock and roll. I kind of made it up as a joke, but when we started out as a band, Bert, Alec, and I would always go to all these shows. We'd meet people, make friends, and we're nice dudes. Our parents raised us right, and we wanted to.
Guys.
We want to meet people, and we figure, and it's always that if you do good to people, then they're gonna want to help you back, and you're not going to. I mean, not that we are nice to people just to get something in return for them, but we do like that, and and none of us actually have any tattoos, so it kind of has this like squeaky clean boy image, and I just think it's kind of funny with comparing ourselves to, but then also having that in contrast to our loud, aggressive rock sound in a certain way that we can be at times,
It's actually homage to my late friend Nick Probst. He helped me write the lyrics to this one. He passed away in 2008 when I moved to Los Angeles. He's a dear friend of mine, and I just felt like paying homage to him. It's called Headlights.
let's see. I'm a sucker for cheesy, like these power ballads where the singers are just singing at the top of their throat, and so like It's All Coming Back to Me Now by Celine Dion. That's a great one. I love that one. And I mean, on a serious rocker note, though, like any of the 3 epic big songs on Animals by Pink Floyd, Sheep and Dogs and Pigs, 3 different ones. Any of those I could just listen to.
I'd have to say anything by the Beatles. I think those guys were, in my honest opinion, I think it's the best music that was ever written. They never wrote a bad song. And I could listen to a Beatles song forever. In fact, when I die and go to heaven, I hope if I go to heaven, if I'm one of the nicest boys in rock and roll, I could hear the Beatles for eternity.
Nice. All right. Best live show you've ever gone to?
Ooh, The Who. The Who.
Nice.
The best live show I ever saw was The Who in Portland, Oregon, at the Rose Garden.
Yeah, for me, my dad and I saw Paul McCartney twice in concert, and that was absolutely incredible to see, and he's still just rocking that just so hard.
If you ran Badass Bands Vlog, what are some bands you would feature?
Definitely, absolutely. The Janks, Iron Tom. I really love that band. Those guys are, the energy's incredible. Those guys are really, really great.